Bitdefender is one of the biggest antivirus names, but does it actually deserve its popularity? In this Bitdefender review, we'll break down all of the Bitdefender pros and cons so you can decide if this antivirus is the right choice for you. Let's start with the most important questions. Is Bitdefender safe, and is it capable enough to prevent malicious attacks? Well, if we take a look at independent testing platforms, the latest Bitdefender evaluation results are glowing. AV-Test gave it the maximum scores across all three categories, while during AV Comparatives testing, Bitdefender blocked 99.8% of threats, grabbing the highest score out of all antiviruses. And this isn't the first time Bitdefender found itself at the top of antivirus testing charts. The results have been consistently impressive for years. So definitely one for the Bitdefender Pro column. However, here at Cyber News Reviews, we like to double check these things ourselves. So the Cyber News research team ran a Bitdefender versus malware test. While our evaluation isn't as extensive compared to what independent testers usually do, we still gathered 150 malicious files and tested two of the main Bitdefender anti-malware features. One of them was Bitdefender's full system scan, which managed to catch 133 of the malware files. To put this in perspective, we also ran full scan tests with a few other antiviruses, and somehow not one of them even came close to Bitdefender's result. However, with Bitdefender, the CPU usage was very high at times, and the scan took more than 2 hours. So if you have a really old device, Bitdefender might not be the best fit. And like I mentioned, we also tested a second feature, Bitdefender's Advanced Threat Defense. It's a real-time protection tool designed to quickly detect and stop malware before it can take hold of your system. With it, Bitdefender noticed 125 threats. Again, this was the highest result among all the antiviruses we tested this time. So that's another pro for Bitdefender right there. So yeah, in terms of security, Bitdefender is currently the most powerful anti-malware tool, based on independent and our own testing too. So if you need solid protection for your device, I can definitely recommend trying it out. Plus, you can grab an additional discount for Bitdefender through this QR code or via the link in the description. But those are just two features. Let's see what else this app can do. To start, it's a major plus that Bitdefender offers security solutions for all the major operating systems. There's an app for Windows, Mac OS, Android, and iOS too. What bugged me, though, is that the installation is relatively long and requires over 500 megabytes of space, which can quickly become a hassle if you've got limited storage or if you prefer a super quick setup. But is Bitdefender easy to use? Absolutely. The apps are intuitively laid out, which is why I don't hesitate to recommend this antivirus even to beginners. That said, the Windows version specifically is the most feature-packed, so if you get overwhelmed by a lot of options, it can be a bit tricky to navigate at first. With Bitdefender, you get a great level of protection right from the get-go, without having to do anything other than install the app. And then if you want, you can customize the app further with advanced tools and settings. So let's actually go through those tools in this quick Bitdefender guide and see if they're actually useful. Besides the system scan and advanced threat defense, Bitdefender has a bunch of extra tools to detect malware. There's a quick scan to check the most commonly attacked places on your system, and a vulnerability scan to point out, you guessed it, vulnerabilities. And then there are a bunch of impressive malware prevention systems, like ransomware remediation, which allows me to back up my most sensitive files, and online threat prevention, to clear out malware from search results and prevent me from opening malicious websites. I'm also happy to see that Bitdefender has a firewall, which is essential for identifying and blocking any unauthorized network intrusion attempts, whether it's a malicious app trying to secretly send your data or a hacker trying to access your system. And then there are quite a few additional Bitdefender features, like a file shredder to permanently get rid of sensitive files, microphone and webcam protection to prevent anyone from secretly listening or watching you, parental controls, a password manager, and many more. Yes, that's why I mentioned that the app could be confusing at times. However, every feature is explained, and you don't even have to open or enable them if you don't think you need them. My main gripe with Bitdefender in this area is actually their VPN. Unless you buy the most expensive Bitdefender plan, the VPN only allows 200 megabytes of daily traffic and doesn't even let you choose a location to connect to. I'd understand if this was a free product, but for a user who's already paying for the product, at least a gigabyte of data would make a lot more sense. And this brings us to another important question. Is Bitdefender good enough to pay for it? There is a free Bitdefender version out there if you want to test the waters, but it's extremely limited compared to the paid subscription. It's basically just a scan for malware. And the thing is, the premium plans are actually pretty affordable, and each plan is tailored to a different type of user. You can choose your plan based on how many devices you want to protect or what extra features you need. Personally, I see the most value in the total security plan, which is also their most popular one. It protects a good amount of devices and contains all the essential features for an affordable price. That said, the cheapest plan only covers one Windows device. It's great for Windows users, but for those who want to protect their Mac or a smartphone, a definite con. But even for Windows users, you won't get the full power of Bitdefender with this plan, as it lacks important features like the firewall and webcam and microphone protection. So, like I said, if you want a complete security suite, the total security plan makes the most sense. But it's nice that Bitdefender keeps their plans affordable and gives us the freedom to pick based on what we need. Of course, don't forget to use the link in the description to get the best Bitdefender pricing through my exclusive discount. Otherwise, you might pay more than you have to. Overall, if we look at all the pros and the cons from this Bitdefender review, you can probably tell that the perks heavily outweigh the downsides. Bitdefender is one of the best antivirus options with impressively strong malware detection, so I can definitely recommend giving it a try. And that's my honest Bitdefender review. I hope it helped you out. If so, don't forget to subscribe to Cyber News Reviews for more videos just like this one.